GTPvM, this is Gaz back again for another video, and today I'm bringing you something that I promised a long time ago and I forgot about it, and a few days ago I got a request for it. That is a Saradomin guide. So Saradomin Solo, and I'm going to go over the requirements and the my suggested methods of killing this boss. Just to be clear, this is going to be a mage guide. It is possible to melee it, and I might bring out a guide on that later, I'm not sure, but I do prefer to mage it, as you can stay for a lot longer. Okay, so base stats needed for this this guide is at minimum 65 magic for water wave. Now I would strongly recommend at least I would strongly recommend 85 for water surge or 94 for ice barrage, and that is because Saradomin is weak to water spells, and so these spells do a lot of damage to them, to Saradomin, or Ziliana if you prefer. Armor wise, I prefer to use Ganodermic. You can use Virtus, or I wouldn't say Subjugation. Subjugation is not really that useful. So that's top, legs, and helm of Ganodermic. Gloves, I use Ganodermic. You can use Spellcasters, you can use Virtus gloves, you can use I guess Barrow's gloves. It's kind of up to you, but there are a few options. I use Ragefire boots and a Ring of Wealth, and I use a skill cape. You can swap this out for obviously max cape, comp cape. A spirit cape I guess would work. Ardoon cloak 4 or 3 and would be useful. And yeah, weapon wise I prefer to use chaotic staff. The Armadillo battle staff is I believe equivalent, so that is also useful. Or you can go with a wand and book combo such as Aram's wand and Aram's book, or Virtus wand and Virtus book. Yeah, I do prefer to use the chaotic staff though. You won't need a shield for this method, and that's probably one of the good things about it. Okay, with regards to amulet, that depends on how long a trip you're going for. If you're going to just do an hour-long trip and use penance for all your prayer, or prayer potions, up to you, then Arcane Stream or Saradomin's Hiss, or at minimum Fury, is usable. However, if you prefer to go for a longer trip, you can still take penance, but I would encourage taking the Demon Horn necklace and the Bone Crusher, as it gives basically infinite prayer. Okay, I'm going to go into inventory setup. Okay, so I'm geared up for a 3-hour trip. Obviously, you would vary the amount of overloads and familiars you have based on how long your trip is going to be. If you don't have a pack yak, I would actually recommend taking a unicorn as opposed to a tortoise. I keep spare restores in my yak, but I don't use them. Well, I usually don't use them unless I'm going really badly. And so I don't really need those restores, and so if I didn't have a yak, I would take a unicorn. Obviously I've got 3 hours worth of overloads and prayer renewals. Prayer renewals are more just for warning, you don't really need them. However, they do help to keep your prayer up if you're using the Bone Crusher method, which I am, so you can see my Bone Crusher there. I do still take penance because it is useful, and I've forgotten to get a Star Arrow out of my bank, but I would fill that space for the Star Arrow. I got cast for 6,000 water surges. I won't use them all, obviously. Lots of yaks for when this one runs out. It is going to be a long trip, as I said. A backup aura, and I would normally have resonance with me, but sorry, reverence, not resonance, reverence. But I've got to go and reclaim that, so that's not there. I've also got my captain's log for a teleport out, and yeah, I just always carry that with me. I've also got yak scrolls for banking any drops that I get. So I'll be back once I'm at Sarah. Okay, so for this guide, there is another lure spot, as there is with the Bandos guide. If you guys seen that guide, you'll understand what I mean. This spot is 3 paces out from the middle of the west wall. So as you can see, this is the west wall over here. You want to go to the exact middle of it and then go 3 steps out. This will put you right next to the mage minion, which means it won't, it doesn't move around the room like the range and melee minions do. So you need to be right next to it. As you can see, I'm right next to it right now. and you want to make sure that you're actually attacking Zilyana. I screw up quite a bit and end up attacking Growler, but this means that the Dragon Breath attack will hit Growler, which is quite important in this situation, because the Dragon Breath attack is a multi-combat attack, and it is part of what heals you up using Soul Split. Now, you can go straight into using Asphyxiate, which is the biggest damage dealing ability you have. However, I prefer to get to ultimate level and then use Metamorphosis before getting back up to the level threshold level and using Asphyxiate. I find that I do more damage that way. And of course, using the multi-combat attacks while you're metamorphosized, I guess is the word, does incredible damage and heals you up quite a bit. So as you can see, a lot of damage being done right there. And send out one of those, and there's my metamorphosis gone. But as you can see, it is definitely worth doing that method. It gets you a lot of damage very quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna probably show a lot of sped up kills just so you can get an idea for what the kill is like. It is a slow kill here, not the fastest kill in the God Wars dungeon, but definitely worth doing. So yeah, not the best drops either. But okay, so a little bit of non-live comm. There's not much more to say on this video. First of all, I will point out though that overloads are not necessary. You can survive pretty easily without them. However, I would recommend taking a load if you choose to use that method. So this isn't limited to Herblore. I didn't want to make it seem like that was the case. Additionally, the kills are slow, and I mean you can see that I said that already, but yeah, they're very slow kills. I'm still experimenting with melee, so with Drygores and high melee boosting high life point boosting melee armor. You can't do this in Void. You just take too much damage, and even here sometimes I got in a little bit of trouble and went to quite low LP. It's not too difficult to kind of soul split yourself back up. So I kind of intend to have a video out on the melee style if it works well. If it's just something that only somebody with like Torva or Tetsu could do, I probably won't bring out a video because that's just kind of overkill. I'm looking at the average high level player with most of my guides, and I don't really consider Torva to be the generic. I don't expect players to have more Bandos or whatever. Getting towards Torva. I mean, I'm almost a Torva myself. Drop rates are bad here, very bad. I am over 700 KC dry, 5 hours or so. It's quite demoralizing, and yeah. So I mean, don't go there. If you get a drop, it's excellent, but yeah, it's quite rewarding if you get a drop. But if you don't get it, it screws you over completely. I think that's about it for this this guide. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped you kind of get to Saradomin yourself and get that hilt. Make quite a bit of profit off that. At the moment, it's quite expensive. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll probably have another time for Torva out, probably either tonight or tomorrow, and yeah, I'll see you then. Alright.